From your hometown news leader, WDBJ7 continues.
It's news that is not so sweet for many parents. A new study from the University of Virginia School of Medicine shows preschoolers who drink even just one sugar-sweetened drink a day are more likely to be overweight. The study looked at kids between the ages of 2 and 5 and found those who drank 8-ounce servings of drinks like soda, sports drinks, and fruit juices had weight issues. Here to tell us what parents can do to help combat this problem is Dr. John Moore with Bottle Top Pediatric Associates. Dr. Moore, thanks for coming with us today.
Thank you, Chris. It's my pleasure to be here.
First, the study confirms what I think many of us suspected, but it's a different study because of the ages of the kids involved.
Sure. Yeah, like you said, the idea that sugary sweetened beverages are bad for older children and grown-ups is nothing surprising, but what this study really looked at and what it really added to our knowledge base was the younger children. We never quite knew what the effects were for children younger than 5, but this study confirmed that for children even as young as 2, sugary sweetened beverages were really unhealthy for them.
Some of the studies that had been conducted previously were for kids maybe in elementary school, middle school age. The study says just one sugary drink, one, can lead to a higher body mass index or BMI. So what should parents be giving preschoolers to drink, and how do you combat such few healthy options, Dr. Moore?
Yeah, that's a great question, Chris. When you think of sugary sweetened beverages, we all know that things like Coke and Pepsi are really not good for us. What parents oftentimes don't think is that there are other drinks that are included in sugary sweetened beverages. Things like juices that contain a lot of sugar, or even Gatorade has a lot of sugar. So as parents, we really need to focus on healthier choices for our children. Things like water or milk or juices that don't contain added sugar are great choices for our children.
Still a tall order, I'm sure, to try to get, kids to drink just water or just skim milk.
It is.
The researchers also looked at TV viewing habits and saw that any longer than 2 hours of TV a day also leads to higher weight. So is that the cutoff you try to have in your home, 2 hours?
It is. There's a lot of body of research that says that children and even older children and grown-ups who spend more time than 2 hours on screen time, so television or iPads or other things, are really not as healthy as other children. So after about 2 hours, we tell my daughters that it's time to turn it off, it's time to go outside and play, it's time to start doing other more active pursuits.
We talk a lot about what is bad for our kids, but as a doctor, what's next in the research? What do you want to see done, looked at next?
Yeah, great question, Chris. What I'd love to see is kind of what some of the healthier choices are. We talked about, good alternative beverages, but I'd love to see some new research looking at what is really healthy for children and what activities can provide greater health benefits than others can. And I think that's a great direction for us to go in the future.
Dr. John Moore from Bottle Top Pediatric Associates. Dr. Moore, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Chris.